Hello guys, I'm here from Analysis. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to effectively eliminate pest problem in your garden. So we're going to talk about two subjects. One is outdoor and one is indoor. So over here is my outdoor gardens, and I'm going to talk about another one indoor in my studios. So in my outdoor gardens, I got really lazy recently. How do I sustain the garden by themselves naturally? I can see some pest problem occurs in the garden. It's fine. I would just tell myself that it's natural, because in the forest you can see pests all the time, and also there will be some way to eliminate them. So there's a few products I use to maintain my gardens. I only use neem oil and some herb extracts, and also wood vinegars. So these three things is actually concentrated plant extracts, pest control, to eliminate the problem that I have in my garden. Usually when I see plants that have spider bugs infestations, I will use neem oil to spray them. But in regular maintenance, I would just mix the wood vinegar and also the herb extracts together and spray on the foliage. I did that recently 2 weeks ago, so there's only monthly maintenance for that. A self-sustained garden needs microbes activities in the soil. It's really important to cultivate the soil themselves. So how to cultivate the soil? I always talk about microbes. This is products that I use for most of my gardens when I'm reporting them. This is powerful microbes. It contains trichodermas, bacillus microbe. So it can create a really healthy soil system so that the plant can gain immunity system to strengthen themselves to repel all the pest problem. So other than this, I will sometimes use some underground pest control. This is entomatopathogenic fungi pest control. So these things works really effective way to eliminate all the soil downing pest problem. So the way it works is I will just dilute them and water them into the soil, so the fungi will start to grow. How they grow? They will grow inside the pest. For examples, they will grow inside the centipede's body, and then when they will get a fruiting body, and then they will actually kill them in a natural way. So this is another way to use it if you don't like chemical pesticide. Another one will be snail. Snail is really headed in outdoor gardens. So usually I use this one as a snail gut. So it's a herb extract that eliminates the snail in a natural way. The way to eliminate them is to dehydrate them, and they will die of dehydration. But nonetheless, I still see a lot of snails occurring in my garden. I can't get rid of them completely, but it's fine. The snail doesn't really eat my foliage plant. They will only consume the dry leaves that drop on the floor. So I think it's also a good way to clean up the debris on my garden. So welcome back to Kawarusa here. So I talk about how to maintain a garden that's pest-free in outdoor conditions. And right now I'm going to talk about the indoor conditions. So indoor has a little bit more problem compared to the outdoor one, because outdoor are an open system where it actually open to all kind of predators to feed on the pests in your garden. But in indoor, which means that it's solely rely on us to intervene activities such as fertilizing, controlling them, watering them. So inside indoor gardens, we always grow the plants in a pot. So in a pot means that this is actually an enclosed system. So in Kawarusa Studio, I usually use a lot of pest control to maintain the plants, for platysium, for anthurium, and also for alocasia. But I strongly believe that a plant that is healthy is actually fast-free. So I talk about how I use wood vinegar on my oasis garden, right? So wood vinegar has a really strong smell, which is also a benefit to repel all the pests, such as grasshoppers. But indoor, I would never really use that because the smell, some people not really like it. So I will only use this neem oil, and also another one is herb extract. It's two things for the maintaining of my plants to make sure that it's pest-free. So neem oil is, I use it whenever there's spider mites or mealybugs or some other aphids that will occur in the plants. I will use the neem oil and spread them directly and then wipe it away. Or I will use it together with other type of fertilizers such as Vitafolium seaweeds to spray on the leaf as a maintenance. For herbs plants, you can use it as maintaining purposes. You can dilute it and then spray on the plant to strengthen the plant immune system. So this is the only maintenance that I do for the indoor plants. Other than that, I strongly believe that the plant needs really good caring so that it can actually become pest-free. So how to make sure that it's good caring? Usually when you grow the plants inside the pots, right, we have to add in some microbes, activities, and some compost, and also make sure the soil mix is good enough for the plants to grow their root system. So once they have a really strong root system, right, it will actually immune to all kind of pest infestations. So we can see this alocasia mellow here. I don't really see any mealybugs or aphids or some spider mites normally that will occur in alocasia. These plants, I only water them once in a week with a really good soil Aroid mix, and the only maintenance that I do for this plant is just spray some neem oil and wipe the lid and clean the dust away. I talk about snail guts. I don't have any snail problem indoor. If you guys grow any plants indoor, I don't think snail will be the problem here. The only things that I do is only using undergut pest control and powerful microbes for my indoor plants, because both are really good microorganisms to cultivate in the potting media. So I usually mix these two whenever I repot my plants. So I'll mix it up that way with water, 1 to 1000 ratio, and water into the soil. So once the soil contains enough of microbial activities and also microorganisms to grow inside the soil itself, right, the plants actually works really well and is more self-sustained. And the only things that we have to do is just to talk about the fertilizer. So to summarize it, to eliminate pest problem in a really effective way is to make sure your plant grow healthily. So like I said before, we have outdoor and indoor conditions. How to grow the plants into a healthy condition. Light condition is really important. Once you have the light condition right, the plants can actually absorb the process photosynthesis. Everything will be a less fast problem for you guys to take care of the plants. So in outdoor, right, the only problem that occurs is snail, like I said. But for me, it's not a big problem because the snail will always consume the dry leaves on the floor, and I don't see a lot of pest problem in my outdoor gardens. The only maintenance that I do is to mix up my seaweed fertilizer and also together with my Vitafolium wood vinegar. I will mix them up, spray on the leaf probably once in a month or twice in a month to make sure the plant actually can chase away all the grasshopper and some other pests that occurs in my garden. As for indoor, it requires more care routine compared to the outdoor one, like I said, because we grow them in an enclosed system. So to make sure the indoor plants grow healthy, we have to make sure the light is sufficient enough for them to process photosynthesis. So once you have the light condition right, the pest problem will be less occur in the plants. Other than that, I'm still using some pesticide and also some fertilizer as a maintaining purposes. So I use neem oil combined with a bit of seaweed Vitafolium, and to mix them up together, spray on the leaf, wipe them out and clean off the dust. Whenever I'm repotting, I will add in a few more mixtures of powerful microbes and also some undergut pest control. So that's all I have to do for my indoor plants, and the outdoor one, like you see, is last. So that's all for today, guys. If you like the video, please share to your friends and family, hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to see anything new in the future, drop a comment in the comment box below, and hope you like the video. That's all. Bye bye.